Hello. How's everyone doing today? It's Tuesday. And today I choose to unbox a printer. How's everyone doing? One day into the week. I think most of us had a holiday. Did everyone have a holiday yesterday? I'm in Canada. We had Family Day in Ontario here. I think the Yanks had President's Day. Was it a holiday for anyone in Europe? I don't know. It's screwed up my whole schedule. But how's everyone doing today? I'm late. I'm not late. The stream chooses to start when it decides to, and where it decides to. And I don't know. Technically, you don't even see me live. There's an 8-second delay always. So today, I should have checked to make sure I got no info on this box. I don't think I do, because there was a box in the box, and this was the box that was in the box. So hopefully there's not another box in this box. But today, nice, easy stream. We have the Sovol SV06 PLUS that we're unboxing today. Delmar, press the button. I'm already live. I'm live right now. Hello. Hi. This is the bigger brother to the SV06. So for those that don't know what the SV06 is, I don't have it in the room right now. It was a printer I was very impressed with that came out last year. It's essentially a Mark III kind of style printer. Very graphically very similar. A few differences though, completely different tool head and whatnot. And it was a very good printer for the price. In my opinion, it was probably the best bang for your buck printer that you could get right now, because it has everything you want in a printer. It has a better motion system than V-Wheels that wear out, get flats, and I don't like them. You got a PI bed, you got a direct feed tool head, you got an all metal hot end, you got a bed probe, replaceable or spring steel PI sheet, basically everything you kind of want in a modern printer. At an extremely good price, and it was a good value. And it did lack a few things. It didn't have a touchscreen, which, oh my God, well, guess what? This one has a touchscreen. It didn't have a filament runout sensor. Okay, this one has one. And the 220 by 220 was a little bit limited to some people. Guess what? 300 by 300 by 340. So, what do you mean? No intro? We have an intro. We went through the intro. Are you, like, I'm live right now. Where did some people like no intro showed? Okay, I went through the intro. I did everything. YouTube started the stream 2 minutes after I went live. Oh no, I hit the button. I went through the whole intro and everything. Like here. Okay, I got no private info here. Look. So here you guys are. I can scroll back. There's the intro. The intro played live. See, live for 2 minutes. And there you guys are. I went through the intro. We went through the intro. It went somewhere. Everything's good on my end. OBS doesn't say anything. Okay, well, there you go. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, you've seen it. Cool. Hey, that's weird. Huh. I don't know. Aliens, some weather balloon or something. I don't know. Just get on with it. Brandon, are you in a rush? I'm not in a rush. I mean, come on. Let's be honest. There's probably like 5 times you can watch this printer get unboxed today. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to see. Hey, if you are another streamer unboxing this, make sure you're subbed to me, because I'm going to kick you guys when the stream's done to somebody else who's unboxing one of these, because everyone's doing one today. So this is the bigger brother of the SV06. I'm hoping, basically, if this turns out to be as good as the SV06 plus more, it'll still be a good off. Like, it's an amazing offer, because right now it's early bird price. Now here's the thing. I'm not a huge fan of pre-ordering. I haven't even unboxed this printer yet, so I'm not going to tell you to go pre-order it. But if you are one of those people that are okay with pre-ordering, I personally am not. It's your money. You do what you want. I'm not your dad. There is early bird pricing on this for the first 500 units, I believe. It's at $329. It was $299 for the first like 200 or 300. Those are all gone. So now it's $329 US. Link in the description if you want. So that's still, you know, you can get what, 3, 6, 9. You get 3 of these for the price of one of those, or the price of a Prusa. So if you're looking for something that is open source, is very budget friendly, and has everything you kind of want in a printer nowadays, we'll see how the unboxing goes. So let's get this open. So I haven't opened this yet, so we're doing it live. 32-bit, right? Everything's 32-bit nowadays. Okay, nobody's coming out with printers that aren't 32-bit that are new, unless you're Lulspot. Pretty much everything's 32-bit nowadays. Advertising a printer that's 32-bit and has TMC drivers is the equivalent of saying, hey, buy my car, it has 4 wheels and an engine. Everyone has that nowadays. It's not really a feature, it's kind of a given. But this has an all-metal hot end rated to 300 degrees Celsius. They say it's high flow. That's another difference. This has a high flow hot end. So the funny thing was, if you guys remembered, on a live stream, we took the SV06, the normal one, we slapped Clipper on it, and we got it moving as fast as a Bamboo. But it couldn't keep up. We were outrunning the hot end and didn't have enough part cooling. This has a high flow hot end. I have a leaf blower in my garage. We might be having some fun in the future. Oh, and it has a touchscreen. People like touchscreens. I really don't care, but there we go. Okay, so it's a big box. I'm not going to destroy this box because I'm going to need it at some point in the future. So what do we got in here? We got a camera that's not really aimed at the right spot. Oh my God. Yeah, I was happy with this camera angle for 2 seconds. There we go. Okay, so, oh, and also, do you have a printer? Do you want some filament for the printer? Well, you gotta buy some, but you might luck out and win some, because every stream will give away a spool filament from Polymaker, link in the description. That's the wrong camera. Okay, so let's see what we got. We got our manual, SV06 PLUS. There we go. If it's anything like the regular SV06 manual, it should be pretty good. Some tips and tricks page if you, oh, it's bimetal. So we are using a bimetal throat, so setting the attraction distance too high may cause clogging. 0.5 millimeters it recommends. And some tips and tricks and whatnot. A little pamphlet there. Everyone likes pamphlets. We got ourselves 250 gram sample spool here. That's actually not too bad. We're gonna use this filament because that's actually a usable sample size. Okay, what do we got here? We got some, what's in here? Ooh. So it's the same style of tool head. The difference is, so we still have the downward facing. So that was the one critique I had with one of the critiques I had with the SV06. Part cooling is okay, but once you start pushing speed, you run into issues. So this is still using the same 4-10 fan, but it's gonna be further away from the bed, because as you can see now, we got a high flow hot end. So there's a bit of a duct there, and this is injection molded, it's not printed. So we are gonna have a little bit more distance off the bed, so the part cooling might be a little bit better on the first few layers. I'm pretty sure there is a mod to put a 50-15 on this. I remember seeing a mod to put a 50-15, and you should just be able to plug it in because it just uses normal connections like most printers. We got our probe, still direct feed. The filament runout sensor is on the mount for the spool. So the spool mount has the filament runout sensor, so it's not on the tool head. So that is that, and I'm pretty sure this mounts the same way as the other one. I wonder if you could put this on the SV06. You might be able to put this on the SV06. We'll see. As for the hot end, it is a high flow. See if I can get this sock off. There you go. So it's volcano-esque. It's a volcano-esque hot end. Nozzle is their own nozzle. It comes with a 0.4. You probably could just put a V6 here on if you wanted to, but it's a Volcano-esque hothead, and it's rigid. So it's like Mark III, so you don't have to worry about it turning on you. So it's like a Mark 8 high flow type hot end. Let's see if I can get this sock back on. Come on. There we go. Okay, so that is our tool head, so not too bad. Yeah, I'm sure you could take this off, put a 50-15 part fan if you really wanted to. Get a little bit more better cooling. What do we got in here? We got our screen. Come back to that later. We got our box of things. Ooh, another spatula. And our filament runout detector and spool holder. And I think that's it for a box of goodies. So, get this out. Take that out. Put that there for now. Okay, then we got that. So I'm gonna move stuff around now because this thing is big. So I'm just gonna put you there. You can go there. You've seen me take stuff out of a box. So if I see anything that I think deserves to be on camera, I'll mention it. Okay. So we got our gantry. It's pretty much the same as the SV06 one, just bigger. Still dual lead screw, captive at top. They aren't integrated. They just have the couplers. That's okay. There's that. There's, I'm assuming that's for the filament runout. So that's about the same. Modified Creality Sprite. I have no idea. I've never used a Sprite. Okay, now we got to get the bed out. And I remember this going together pretty easily. Oh, we got a power supply. I really like the power supplies on this. They're power supply brand power supply, but they got a nice casing, nice wiring. Ooh, XT. It's got a ground. It's got a ground wire. What is that, an MT60? MT60. So they got a ground wire now as part of that. So the frame is grounded, I guess, now? That's good. The SV06 wasn't, but like neither are most direct or DC printers. I do have to set it to 115. It came at 230. I had to change the voltage. Luckily, I'm in North America. If you're in North America and you leave it set at 230 and you plug it into the wall, nothing happens. If you're in Europe and you set it to 115 and you plug it into the wall, bad things happen. Yeah, come on. There we go. Okay, now we got the bed and we got the controller. So this is looking pretty much just like the SV06, but bigger. Okay. And we do have a big ol' flex plate. So that's good. So again, it's 330 by 330 by 340. And I think that's it in the box. I don't see anything else. No. Okay. So put all the foam back in the box, because I'm going to need this box. Of course it doesn't fit back in the box. Nothing fits back in the box the way you want it to. 1 second. Go there. Get in your home. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Why will I need the box? Because I'm gonna give this printer away at some point. I don't know if I'm going to do a review on it because personally, I think printer reviews are kind of not a thing I excel at. And I've got enough printers collecting dust in the other room. So going forward, the plan is basically these printers that I get for print and chills and for unboxings, I'm going to hopefully rehome them at some point. Okay, so am I missing the doohickey with this? We'll see in a minute. That's a great unboxing. We're not done yet. Okay, so we follow the manual because there is a manual. So we do have a spare nozzle. We got some screws. So we need M550s times 4, and we put that on. Okie dokie. Oh, there's all that extra stuff and power cord. Please put clipper on it first. You know what? I am really happy with how well the SV06 worked on Marlin. I think we're gonna leave this stock. Like, there is a version of clipper with or Marlin with input shaper somebody made for the SV06. I'm assuming it won't be long before we have one for this. So oh no, I am doing this though. I am doing this. Acupuncture needle in the bin. In the bin. Don't want to stab myself for the millionth time. Every time I unbox a printer, I stab myself with the acupuncture needle. I don't need it. Get it away from me. Only thing are the bearings are. That's pretty much the only bad thing I've heard about these printers is they have crunchy bearings, which aren't that hard to replace. And here's the thing. At the price this printer is, you got to cut costs somewhere, and these don't have Misumi bearings. It's kind of the nature of the beast, and I don't hold it against them for using cheaper bearings. Also, they're probably not packed with grease. That would help a little bit with the noise. It's a budget printer. It is what it is. Okay, so finally got my kit from Lectorship, already printed and prepared. Awesome. Like, nothing's perfect, okay? If anyone claims that their printer is perfect, they're lying to you, okay? There will always be a downside to everything, okay? Nothing is perfect. There we go. It is what it is. So, slightly crunchy bearing on a budget printer. My printer is not perfect. Yeah. Like, let's be honest, these are budget motion systems with a glorified hot glue gun that splooges molten plastic out of the end. So of course we need to, create drama over which one is better. Mine is more better than yours. Go watch, if you want an SV06 review video, go watch Angus's. He pretty much, Maker's Views. He put out one, I think yesterday or today, I guess, depending on where you live in the world. It pretty much touched on every point that I think of, or that I could think of with this printer. Oh, there's lock nuts. I forgot the lock nuts. Don't have filament runout sensor stock, so it's not perfect. Here's the thing, I don't know. I don't run filament runout on any of my printers. The only printers that have it are the ones that came with it, so the bamboos. I don't run filament runout on any of my Vorons, and I've never had an issue. I just kind of pay attention to how much filament I have loaded on the machine, and if I don't think I have enough filament in the spool to print, I grab a different spool. Like, I can't remember the last time I ran out of filament on a print. Like, it's been ages. Like, I still do the thing where I kind of know roughly how much a spool weighs, and then I just do the math and I weigh the spool and I'm like, okay, well, this has, you know, 300 grams of filament on it. I'm about to print something that needs 280 grams of filament. I'm gonna not use this spool. What about filament clogs? Okay, that's another thing. I can't remember the last time I had a filament clog. I can't remember the last time I had a filament clog on any of my machines. Actually, I can't. It was on the Bamboo. I had one on the Bamboo, and I think it was during a multicolor print, and it was one, and I had to like disassemble the entire tool head to clear it out because it became a cold jam because I got the filament. But yeah, I don't have filament jams because I print my filament hot. And I think the biggest issue, and this is after talking with filament manufacturers, people tend to print their filament too cold when they try to print fast. You have to print hot if you're printing fast. Otherwise, you jam up the hot end. Prints require more than 1 kilogram of material, then I just come down and manually change it. Like, put it this way, when I did my entire Mando suit, not one single print needed more than 1 kilogram, even the helmet. Okay, so I need some snippy snips. Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's in here? Class, can anyone tell me what's in here? Because you got an 8-second delay, so you'll probably guess before I unbox it. A fine addition to my collection. Okay, so for those that have never seen it, the electronics box on here is really nice. It just, there's 2 T slots. It just kind of, bop, and then you turn that and boom, it's on. Now, for those that want to know what's in the box, you unscrew that. Oh, it opens that way. Okay, 1 second here. I don't know why this camera keeps turning off. 1 second here, folks. C920, deactivate, activate. There we go. Here's our electrical box. I think it uses the same controller. We have a ground now for the bed. That's cool. There's all that. What are you connected to? I got a random wire not plugged into anything. It's unlabeled. Actually, should I be concerned? I don't think I should be concerned because if yeah, there's an extra plug on the tool head that's unpopulated. It's a 3-pin plug. So I'm assuming that's what this guy is for because it's unlabeled and it's also 3-pin. And everything else is glued in place. So there's your controller board. We got a little fan. Is there even something with, yeah, there's end stops. Huh. There's your probe. I'm sure this could be used for something if you wanted to, but actually, where is the probe plugged into? Oh, it's up there, I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's filament detect. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is just an unpopulated header that if something were to come up in the future, maybe you could use it. But for now, we're running stock. Okay. So we got that, and now we got to plug everything in. So let's see, what does the manual say? You need to check if they tin the wires. Sure. I remember on the SV06 they didn't. They had ferrules. Yeah, this has ferrules. They're all ferrules. Yeah, it's all ferrules. They got crimped ferrules on all the connections. So. Now, is it tinned underneath? I don't know. I would have to cut it and replace it to do that check. But they're already ahead of everyone else. Well, okay, so what happens is a lot of the times they use a machine that automatically cuts the wires to length. And when it does that, it tins them too. Go look on YouTube. Look at a tinning machine, I think it's called, or something. But basically, it saves a ton of time because it does all the cutting automatically. So it cuts all your wires to length, and it tins them. So that way they don't get all frayed. That's what most companies use to make their wire looms. So that's why you see tinned wires. It's because that's just kind of how they do it. And it's not the best, but it is an accepted way of doing wiring. We don't like it, but it is a thing. Okay, so that one's already, okay, so I plugged the two Z motors in. Where do you go to? That's the X. Okay, I've got one wire down here. It's a 3-pin wire. Where do you go? Okay, so spool holder goes up top with M510. M510. Okay, and this goes like that. That's a fancy holder. Clipper today? No! We're not putting clipper on it. Hey guys, I'm unboxing this brand new machine that we've never used before that a company sent me. The first thing I'm going to do is modify it. I ended up putting the SV06 back to stock because I liked its stock. And I wanted to free the pie up for other things. Power supply, that's there. Goes there. There we go. How much flex does the bed have? When I push the bed, the whole, like... Why don't you want to go in? Oh, you go in. Okay, maybe do the bottom one first. Oh, alignment thing. Okay, for some reason, there we go. Okay. They just didn't want to go in. But now they do. Just had to find a sweet spot. Maybe a little bit more clearance on these holes just to allow for slight differences in manufacturing spec of the power supply. Okay. Yeah. Okay, these are keyed. So that's plugged in there. Power supply is mounted. Okay, so we got that, we got that. I got to put my knob on. Ooh, oh my God. Class. Yeah, it spins. It's not just a dumb piece of plastic, it spins. There you go, there's a heads up. More spool compatibility than the Bamboo Lab AMS. See, it's cheaper than a Prusa. It does everything a Prusa does. It's bigger. It's got more volume than that thing, and it's got more spool compatibility. Okay, tool head. Oh my God, it spins! Grab our tool head. M35. How to mod the AMS? I don't know, because the AMS is all proprietary. You'd have to replace a control board in it because Bamboo locked it down. Which, it's their thing, they're allowed to. ERCFA, I've seen, you'd have to do some, you could get an ERCFA working on here probably. But after seeing what Bill's been up to with the 3D Chameleon, that seems like a very good option as well. There are 3 wires to the bed. Yeah, there's a ground. The bed is grounded. But the bed is, as far as I'm aware, is not mains. I don't think the bed is mains. I'm going to check in a second here. So the plan is with this is I'm going to get it set up. We're going to do one of the off the SD card test prints just to get it going. And then while that print is going, we're going to get the slicer set up. And I'm just going to go right into it and print like a Stormtrooper helmet on this or something. I'm just going to send it. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, that's mounted. Control box. Okay. That's on. Put the touchscreen on. Okie dokie. Touchscreen. Mounts with M412s right here. Anyone who uses glass beds? Those that don't have PI flex plates and bed probes. So Ender kitties. Only got 3 hours of sleep. Why do you only have 3 hours of sleep? Sleep is good. I like sleep. Glass for TPU. I guess that makes sense. And then while I'm screwing this in, don't forget to like that smash button if you want to win some filament from Polymaker. Link in the description. Also, Sovol has doing a contest as well. Link in the description for that. I think you can win one of these, and along with some other goodies from them. And then also, if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or just check out some of the affiliate links in the description. Don't cost you anything extra and go a long way in supporting the channel. Okay, so we got a touchscreen here. So I'm assuming this is the connector for it. And that connects there. It just slides in. Okay. Cool. There's a screen on it and I can't peel it. I can't peel it. There's a screen there's a screen protector on it and you can see the bubbles, but there's no way to peel it. I can see the plastic. Yeah, but there's bubbles under it. I can see the bubbles and I can't peel it. Oh, it's gonna drive me insane. I'm gonna have to take it apart to take that off. There you go. There's a ding against it. How are you supposed to peel it? Can't lick my finger and try to peel it. I can't get at it. It's under the frame. Ah! It's like the plastic cover for couches. Just leave it on. Coney Clack, thank you for coming to member. Okay, so the touchscreen did that. Filament runout part 1. Okay. Oh, so this is for filament runout. So you can come over here. That's filament runout. This is filament runout. Okay. This goes in here. Now, on this machine, if it's like the SV06, yeah, there's see these little, this blue like clip here. It feels like you're supposed to put the cable through there. Don't. It pushes the cable down and it like catches on prints. So just leave it up like this. That way it doesn't get in the way of prints. Okay, that's that. Filament runout, extruder, that. Okay, I think we're ready to power it up. I got extra screws here. I don't know what for. They might not be for this printer. I don't know. We got an SD card with stuff on it, and we got an extra nozzle. It looks volcano-esque. There's your nozzle. You probably could use volcano nozzles in this. Let's give it some juice. Okay. Move that out of the way, so if we get some sparks, we get some content. 3, 2, 1, power the printer up. There we go. So we do have a fan going. I'm assuming that's the power supply fan. Okay, so we got a touchscreen now. So let's go through the setup. Okay, so leveling. Rod thickness? Be a lot easier to tell you this if my vernier worked, but it don't. 10 mil? I think they're 10 mil. Yeah. Yeah, rods are 10 mil. 10 mil rods on all axes. Yep. Probably could have read the spec sheet, but okay. So there's that. That just tells you how to use the screen. Okay, so we got to set this up now. So click the leveling on the main interface. Machine will auto home first. After the machine stops, click auto Z axis alignment. Okay. How are the belts tension, by the way? Belt tension seems to be okay. That's good there. Oop. Yeah, that's right in there. That's good. So it's doing a home right now. For homing, it's sensorless. It uses sensorless for homing. So it's gonna bump. Some fast homing. It's lead screws. You home once per print. It's like people are like, oh, this machine it does the probing so fast of the bed. And I'm like, it's a 12-hour print. I don't care if I save a minute on probing. So the thing is, it's going to have to go all the way back up again because it's got to tram out the gantry, which you only have to do on initial setup. This is all stuff you really only have to do once, hopefully. Okay. So that's done. After that's an auto Z axis alignment. Okay, so auto Z axis alignment. So now it's going to go all the way up and ram into the top. This will tram out the gantry because the problem is it's 2 Z motors, but it's 1 driver. So the issue you run into is if these become out of alignment, there's no way to really bring them back into alignment. It's not like you're running independent Z motors where you can do the probing and it can automatically adjust them and then lock them together once it's done. That isn't really a thing with this. So you have to do, you know, how Bruce does it, where you just ram that bitch into the top and it just kind of forces it into alignment. Sounds right? It probably is. Like, I don't see any. Yeah, these. Oh, it's bone dry. Oh, these are bone dry. Yeah, these rods are bone dry. Funny fact though. You ready for this? What does that say on the belt there? That's not in focus. It's got Gates belts. It's got Gates. Yeah, the belts are Gates. Gates Power Grip GT. Okay. I don't know if the SV06 has them. I'll go check once we get a print going. The thing is, here's the thing with belts. If you're a company that sells printers, you could probably just get bulk discounts of hundreds and hundreds of meters of belt for probably not bad. So good belts, especially on a big printer, play a lot. Like you want to be running good belts on a big printer. So. Oh, the lule, oh, the lule, oh, the lule, oh. I'm gonna get a little bit up. Not right now. Not right now. But I will. The problem is, it's a bearing. Bearings have a wipe on it. They have a rubber wipe that prevents gunk from getting in, which also prevents grease from getting in. So if you just slather grease and oil on your rods and then run the bearing over it, it's not really going to get into the bearing. What you really want to do is take them out and pack them with grease and then reassemble it, but that's a whole other step. Okay, so that's that. Okay. After the machine, okay, so we do that and descend to 0 again. Okay, after the machine stops, adjust the Z offset value in order to adjust. Okay, so now we gotta do the Z. Ooh. Nope, we're good. Okay, so now I need to adjust. After the machine, adjust the Z offset value in order to. Okay, so this is super annoying because I hate touchscreens for this. This is why I don't like touchscreens. I gotta set my Z offset. So now I got to oh my god. Yeah, we gotta come down quite a bit. Okay. Okay, let me find a piece of paper. Do I have some paper? I have some paper. What is this paper for? Cool. Save. Okay. Okay, so I click save. Okay. So here's the thing. I usually just eyeball it for the first one, and then during the first print, you just live adjust it to get to your good point, and then you save it. Okay. Click the auto leveling. So it's going to heat up, and then we're going to auto level. So it's heating the nozzle to 120C and the bed to 60. So the poopy thing is I'm still on the bed. So the nozzle's just sitting on the bed right now. It didn't move up. Yeah. And then it's going to probe the bed. What will the first print be? So the plan is, just for simplicity's sake, and so we can get this thing printing, because we still have 2 hours left in the stream, I'm going to print a demo print off the SD card. And then once we get that going, we'll set up the slicer, and we'll actually slice something big. Like I'm thinking like a stormtrooper helmet or something. So we'll get like an actual print going, like an actual big print going. So. Well, it's high flow, so we'll see. So I'm hoping they have something on here that's fast. Bed's at 33, 35. Okay, so I copied the SD card over. There we go. Yeah, so we got a benchy and a lighthouse. Generate Sovol slicer. So. Here's the thing, everyone and their mom's gonna be printing the benchy. Well, you know what, well, let's do that. Let me get the slicer set up. Software and drive. Hey, they have their own version of Cura, like everyone else. Next, agree, next, next. Install. I really need to put a bigger hard drive in this computer. I've cleaned out this computer, by the way. I've got 11 gigs free, but I only have 120 gig SSD in here. 47 on the bed. Okay, so the hot end heats up quick. The bed, it's not a mains bed, that's for sure. I don't even have Cura on this, I don't think. I might have like an old version of Cura installed on here. Only benchies. Well, we'll print the benchy, but we'll see how fast it goes. Also, on here, the only way to put files on it is mini SD card or micro SD card. And it's right here. They don't have anything on the screen. Clipper on touchscreen? I have no idea. I have no idea. No clue if you get if this touchscreen is compatible with Clipper. I've never seen this touchscreen before, and it's like new, so I'm assuming no. Zombie Hedgehog 149, cheers, and waits or something. Okay, so welcome to Sovol Cura. Get started. No one provides any Sovol third-party warranty without kind. The entire risk of the quality and performance of the. Okay, cool. It's probing the bed. I'm assuming you've seen that before. Okay, help us improve. Can I decline this? Next. Okay, so we got SV06 PLUS. Next. Oh my god, it's been a hot minute since I've used Cura. How do I see advanced? How do I get custom? Okay, there we go, speeds. So let's see what the speeds and feeds. It just says 120. Oh my god. Well, prepare, open, downloads, Kali Dragon. There's a Kali Dragon. So how long does it take to slice this at default draft settings? Slice. 44 minutes. So we'll go with the Kali Dragon, 44 minutes. And then while that's doing that, we'll actually get something properly set up. Make a profile for this in Prusa Slicer or something. What's 44? Why are you saying ouch? That's slow? Is it slow? I don't know what any of these settings are. That's the problem. So print speed, it just says 150, but like, where's the rest of my settings? So infill speed, that, yeah, everything's set for 150. So the problem is acceleration. Yeah, that's why it's got slow accels. That's why. Baby accels. Yeah, minimum. Yeah, it's like everyone has their own version of Cura. Oh, okay, so we're done with that. Okay. Click save. Okay. So we're gonna move. How do I move? Up. Okay. Alan, 490, cheers. And Prusa Slicer, why would they use the Ender profile? Galactic Armory helmet? I may, but you gotta pay for Galactic Armory helmets, and I only have the one, which is the one I've already done. Okay, so let's preheat PLA. Okay, so let's preheat that. Let's get that spool of filament that it came with, because why not? We'll use the one that came with it for once. Standard settings for a Cura Ender 3 printer gives me, and then 55. It's because it's got slow. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. At how small this model is, speeds don't mean jack shit. It's all about acceleration. Because a model that small, you can set it for 300 millimeters a second. If the acceleration's slow, you won't hit those speeds. And I'm assuming it runs it at default accels. So that's the thing. It's probably running it at default accels, which are pretty slow. So you'll see a bigger difference on larger prints. Plus, for all we know, because their default profile doesn't have acceleration control as part of it, like, I had to enable all this acceleration control. So if we disable acceleration control, for all we know, the default acceleration in the machine in the firmware is higher. So this is giving an incorrect estimation. That's the thing. Why are you spamming Legion 1? Okay, so I gotta unlock motor. Where do I go that? Unlock motor, okay. Okay, so that's that. So we got filament loaded in it. Okay, so we got filament loaded. So here's the thing. You know what? We're just gonna run it. We're gonna run it with the we're gonna do the Kali Dragon and see what it looks like with the settings that the machine comes with. And then we'll try and figure out a profile after. Yeah. So these are the default settings. Wall speed 30, wall speed 150. Outer wall speed, we'll do 100. Inner wall speed 150. Top surface, fine. Infill 150. Print speed. Acceleration control, you know what, screw this. We'll do 2500. Infill Excel, we'll bump that up to 3000. Wall Excel we'll do 2000. Outer walls, we'll do 1800. Inner walls, we'll do 2500. Slice. 35 minutes, there we go. Speeds, okay. Material, yeah, no, 210. Cooling, 100%. 1 second here. Travel, enable Z-hop. What is our retractions at? 0.5, retraction speed, 30, yeah, sure, okay, that's fine. Okay, slice. Save to removable. Eject. Preview. It's probably like 2 walls and some infill, yeah, 3 walls, yeah, okay. Cool. Let's see how this does. Okay, select the file, Kali Dragon, print. Are these values WAGs? What does WAG mean? Okay, so this is just the test to make sure everything's functional. I'll bust out a spool of some Polymaker for some good stuff. Oh, yeah, no, we're just eyeballing these settings. We're just eyeballing it. Is there a minimum layer time? Let me check. Minimum layer time. 5 seconds is the default, which is fine. 5 seconds. The minimum layer time according to Kira is 5 seconds. So, okay, so now the bed's heating up and the hot end's heating up. Oh, wait, we're waiting for the bed to heat up, then the hot end. Okay. So, actually, I might use, what is this? I might end up using some, ooh, Army Green Jesse PLA. Okay, so if anyone has any idea for a helmet to print on this, I'm open to suggestions. I am open to suggestions. I don't want to print a bloody Mando helmet though. Everyone and their uncle has done a Mando helmet. It's old hat now. Master Chef. Does anyone have a link to a Master Chef helmet? I'll do a Master Chef helmet. I've got. I don't think there's a token. Well, good thing that hard drive's an SSD. A Mohawk helmet. I don't know. Go on the community Discord, link in the description, and link some stuff, and I'll take a look. So I'm just going through here. Ooh. Okay, so you know how I push the filament in? They have a button that you can push that'll feed the filament in. It's not load filament. It's refuel. 3D scan my face? Hell no, I've done that before. It scares me. Okay, so how do I live adjust Z? Oh, right here is my live adjust Z button. Okay. That actually is looking pretty good. Actually, I nailed that first layer. It's not perfect, but you know what? It's good enough. And in case you haven't tell, I didn't set speeds for first layer, so it's going full speed right out of the gate. $220, or correction, $210. $210. We got full fan, we got 100% print speed, and 60 on the bed. It should stick. It's a PI bed. Okay. So we need a helmet of some sort. Is there a Master Chief helmet out there? Master Chief. No, that's Master Chef. Master Chief helmet. That does not look like a good helmet. The problem with free helmets is they never look good. I don't know. I need to print something. I don't know what. You know, the Mohawk. Discord. Oh, you've linked them in the Discord. Let's take a look. Metro Prime. Let's see. Killer Prince. That model is not found. Ooh, a Metroid helmet. I could do a Samus helmet. Is it one piece? Problem is, these are all multi-piece parts, and I want to print one. Oh no, we do have it. Ooh. Files. Download. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how that Metroid. Horned helmet. I'm not a Viking though. I'm kind of okay. Like 5 different people have shared the same Master Chef helmet. Did the bearing sound scratchy? Well, here. Let me mute the filters. So there's no filter on it right now. I don't know about you, but that sounds perfectly reasonable for a 3D printer in this price range. Now, for comparison, let me boot up the Bamboo. Prepare. Okay, so here's the Samus helmet. Obviously, we gotta lay it flat. Let that do its thing. GD32, I believe so. That's what a lot of people seem to be using now, just because of availability. Like, see, the STMs are kind of hard to find. So we are getting a, let me bump the temperature up. We are getting a little bit of, yeah, let's bump that temperature up a bit. Getting a little bit of artifacting, but it also could be the shitty filament. Does it have the same linear? I don't know. I don't think so. Still trying to figure out how to lay this flat. Oh man, after using like Prusa Slicer and Super Slicer for so long, Cura just seems very archaic, I guess. I don't know. Squid Game Tiger Mask. Power Ranger Mask. Ooh. Okay, so after all that, it didn't lay it flat. Lay flat. Don't use Cura then? I know, but I try to use what the machine comes with, and it comes with Cura. So I probably got like 8 different versions of Cura on this machine I gotta reinstall. That's what I need. I need to set up a virtual machine for these types of setups, honestly. Just switch the Prusa Slicer. You know what? We probably will. I probably will set up Prusa Slicer, a 2.6 profile for this. What slicer? I normally use Super Slicer for my Vorons and usually Prusa Slicer for a lot of other stuff. But this machine comes with a Cura profile, so I'm like, well, we'll do that. But the Cura profile seems to be kind of slow, so. Yeah, let's just make a Super Slicer or a Prusa Slicer profile. This machine, download. I gotta find where's Prusa Slicer? Prusa Slicer Alpha. Oh wait, there's a new version of it, right? There's a new version, right? There's a 0.4. Let me find that. Prusa Slicer. Let me just find Joe's Twitter, because that's the easiest way to find a link usually. Where is it? There we go, Alpha 4. Download. There we go. Will it actually do 150? I have no doubt it'll do 150. Remember, the SV06, now granted we put Clipper on it, but the SV06, we had it running as fast as a Bamboo. It just couldn't keep up hot end and cooling wise. Bamboo is not a Voron clone. Please do not, I don't know why people say it's a Voron clone. It has absolutely nothing to do with Voron. The only thing it has in common is their Core XYs, which isn't a Voron thing. So they are not clones. It's my Trident Super Slicer. It's the same profile I use for everything. I think my profile's pinned in one of the channels in the Discord. I use the same Voron profile for all my machines. I run my machines not at the cutting edge of speed, but at a conservative fast profile, but it's like 100% solid on all my machines. So Sovol clone. Here's the thing. It's obviously based on a Prusa Mark III, but a Prusa Mark III is open source. So the whole design is out there. So is it a clone if it's not claiming to be a Prusa Mark III? Like, yeah, it's visually similar to a Prusa Mark III, but it's not claimed to be a Prusa Mark III. And it's based off an open source design, and it is in itself an open source design. So it's not a clone. A clone is like one-to-one copy knockoff, in my opinion. This is an alternatively derived printer that resembles the Prusa and takes design elements from the Prusa, but I wouldn't call it a clone. Am I a clone? Are you a clone? Okay, so we got the SV06. So we're gonna have to change some settings here. So 340. Extruder is, retraction is 0.5, yeah. Set, we want 300 by 300, okay. Okay, runs Marlin 2, I'm assuming. So we're gonna save this as SV06 PLUS. There we go. And I'm just gonna run it at my Voron profile. 2.4 profile? Yeah, sure, we'll run it at my improvement PLA. Cool. Okay, so now I need to find something to print with this. Checking the stream. Do you know if Sovol has plans to sell the touchscreen and filament sensors to upgrade the... I don't know. Here's the thing with the filament runout sensor, okay? Filament runout sensors are absolutely nothing special. It's an end stop. You could buy probably any of them off of the internet and just plug it into the control board and just have the firmware set up to it. So adding you could probably add any, it's a 3-pin end stop. Pretty much any of them will work. I don't think you have to buy this. You don't have to buy this specific one. Put the sensor in the tool head. I'm not a huge fan of tool head filament runout sensors because the problem is usually if it's integrated into the tool head and your filament runs out, it's in the tool head and it's a pain to get out. This, you just grab it and go. Plus, if you convert this to Clipper, you want the filament runout sensor here. Because with Clipper, there's a reaction time because Clipper sends batch commands. So what'll happen is if it detects a runout and then you're doing like a long straight line print, it won't detect the runout for a few moves. So if it's in the tool head, you could potentially feed past the gear, depending how close the end stop is. So with Clipper, you want a distance because it sends batch commands. Touchscreen probably doesn't work with Clipper. I don't see why it would. It's, I think, a new tool or a new touchscreen. So, okay, so I need to find a helmet here. Power Rangers helmet, no. Squid Game, Master Chief Squirrel. Stop the printer, change up. Yeah, it's because the way Clipper works is it calculates everything on your controller, so your Raspberry Pi or whatever, and then it sends a batch of commands that the MCU then processes, and so it's batched. So it's like, remember World of Warcraft with spell batching? It's kind of like that. So there's a slight delay. E-stop will kill it outright. If you slam the E-stop, it'll turn it off. But if you're like trying to inject something into the command, you have to wait for that batch to finish. Alien helmet? Which alien helmet? Did you link it in the Discord? Because there's a lot of different alien helmets. That's the thing, you look helmet, you get all the helmets that everyone has printed a million billion times. Mandalorian helmet, Stormtrooper helmet, Iron Man helmet. What are we gonna print here? Oh yeah, Thingiverse has gotten a lot better, because you know why? It's Ultimaker Thingiverse. N7 mask? Can we do a whole N7 on here? Let's see if we can do an N7. Let's see if we can fit an N7 on here. Oh yeah, that ain't fitting. That ain't fitting. Yeah, an N7 mask ain't gonna fit. Yeah. Yeah, N7 rebreather ain't gonna fit. I could cut it in half though. Let's see. Let's see here. So Control Z. Okay, split in twain. Perform cut. Yeah, even that's not gonna fit. That's a big helmet. That ain't gonna fit. That requires more. The Doom helmet? I don't think the Doom guy helmet's gonna fit. Doom. Tonight at 11. Doom. Doom guy helmet's probably gonna be bigger. Yeah. All right, 1 second here. Actually, 1 second here. Let that do that. Convert. I don't know where is it. Add instance. Convert 2 meters. No. Set. Simplify. Model. No. Split. Add part. It's 2 separate parts. How do I do this? How do I split a part up again? Split 2 objects. There we go. Nope, that did not work the way I wanted it to. Split 2 parts. Okay, then why won't you? Oh my god, this is dumb. Slice it? Yeah, cool. There we go. Okay, cool. So, will the Doom Guy helmet fit? Let's see. Will it fit? Will it fit? Center. It does fit. The Doom Guy helmet fits. Doom Guy helmet fits. Problem is, you have. Look at that. Look at that. How's that going to print? How is that going to print? How is that going to print? How are all these going to print? Oh my god. That is a nightmare. F that. That is not a model that will print well. Organic supports. You know what? Support on build plate only. Print settings, support, skirt and brim, style organic. We're going to print with a brim. Slice now. Let's see how it works. Tilt it at an angle. it's sitting flat on the ground. Like it's wow, look at the frame rate go. Woo, 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 woo. You can tell my printer is doing work right now, as you can tell by the amazing frame rate of this live stream. Somehow, even though I am encoding with the GPU and Prusa Slicer uses the CPU, it has become very robotic and whatnot. Oh, we're back. We're back. It's hitting all the cores. CPU go burr. Exactly. Stuck at 70%. Somehow we've oh no, 50. Oh, the frame rate. Can't find my profile. I'm pretty sure it's pinned to one of the channels. Let me see here. It's in the Nero 3D live stream channel, my Super Slicer profile. There you go. Found in 2 seconds. PC grinds to halt every time I slice something. Well, this is, so here's the thing. I kind of want to rebuild my home server, because right now a what's 15? A 15-year-old CPU is probably not the best type of CPU and motherboard to be running your home server that you use for your business, that you rely on for all your videos and whatnot for YouTube. So using that as a basis is probably not good. So here's the thing. I'm like, I want to build a new Unraid server, because then I could just pull all the hard drives out, boot them in a new thing, and we just carry on like we left off. The problem is, well, let that print while I talk. Here's the problem. I either buy a new server, like buy all new hardware or used hardware, and I build a new thing. But then, you know, little birdie in the back of my head's like, hey, why don't you upgrade your main computer that you have upstairs? And then you take the hardware from that, you put it in your streaming computer. Because they're both AMD AM4 platform, right? So I got a 3700X in my desktop upstairs, upgrade that to whatever the best I can get for that is, and then I can put the 3700X into this PC, which I use for streaming, and then the 3100 from here goes into the server. But then I'm like, but then that costs more. But then I get an upgrade upstairs, and then this gets an upgrade too. And I'm like, oh, and it's like, I've been trying to figure out what to do for like the past week. Server sponsor. Yeah, actually the 3700X ain't too bad. And here's the thing, I don't play video games like I used to. So really the only thing that goes on my computer upstairs that's demanding is video editing, which that's a lot of video card, a 5900. 5900X, what is it, a 5850X3D? How much are, like, that's the thing, I don't even know how much those processors are. Newegg. But then I got to buy an AM4 motherboard to use for the server. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I don't think I can talk to Linus. Okay, a lot of people are like, just call Linus. I'm like, for one, he's in Vancouver. I'm in Southern Ontario. That's a 3-day drive. That's a many monies flight. So I don't think random small YouTuber on the other side of the country will get a Linus built server. I don't think it works that way. It'd be nice if it did, but I don't think it works that way. Okay, so what is socket AM4? What is the best processor for socket AM4 I can get? Trade him for a Voron. So 5800 X3D is that, 5900 is 450, so that ain't bad. Oh. Or I could just leave everything as it is and just keep on trucking. Yeah, I don't think I have enough pull to get LTT to, you know. I'm not XQC that, you know, when I have a computer problem, Linus doesn't fly out to help me. I've interacted with him twice. He liked a tweet of mine and left a comment, and we DM'd each other once, and that's it. How many views? Oh, guys, you gotta like that smash button more. The button's broken. Build them a war on. Here's the thing, they have said 3D printing content does not do good on their channel. That's why they don't do a lot of it. Russell, their 3D printing content is lacking because it doesn't do good on their channel. So they don't put effort into it. Like, it kind of makes sense. Like, they have to put out videos that need to do certain quality, and 3D printing content just does not do well on their channel. So. What's a K520 Mobo? K520 motherboard. Well, it's socket AM4. What is a K520 motherboard? Oh. We'll chat about it on the Discord later. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be doing it because honestly, the budget for the next couple months is being blown on travel expenses to go to these events. Is this done slicing? No, it's still generating the organic supports. Jeez, that's gonna be a big file. 3D printers, they're like cool. Yeah, 3D printing stuff just doesn't do good on Linus's channel. I mean, look at 3D printing. Who is the biggest 3D printing YouTuber? Arguably Angus? Maker's Muse? Because here's the thing, there's like, you know, what's that channel's name? There's a few channels with millions of subs that do 3D printing stuff, but they just do like the, I hope this doesn't come across as like in a derogatory way, but they do like just the clickbaity short little, look at me print this thing, and then it's just that's their content. Is they just print stuff and make videos of the printer printing stuff, and they do shorts and whatnot. Which shorts are the ticket to millions of views and millions of subs, but it doesn't really equate to, it doesn't compare to like normal views and normal subs. So there's, was it Mars is something? Joel's like, does Joel have 500,000? What's Joel at right now? Oh, he's got 600. He's got 600,000 subs. Joel has 600,000. Stefan has 460. Angus just hit 1 million. Mars Gizmo, is that what it is? Yeah, Mars Gizmo has 2.76 million subs and 3.6 billion views. But yeah, he's got this one video. What? 60 million views. Oh, it's a short. See, that's the thing. These are all shorts or very short form content. So they get tons of views, but they're not the same as normal views because they're shorts, right? So I technically think he has the biggest 3D printing YouTube channel, but it's a different type of content, right? Yeah, Tom has 400,000. Tom and CNC Kitchen are kind of on the same level. Meanwhile, here over at Frozen Camera Nero 3D, we're just about to hit 45,000. Nice. Also, printing white stuff on a camera just blows out the contrast. So, Uncle Jesse's doing pretty good, but he does a lot of resin stuff and helmets. Okay, we may have to kill it. Yeah, Prusa Slicer crashed. Prusa Slicer crashed. Prusa Slicer did an oopsie and decided to go. Oh, hey, print's done. Okay, let's try and slice something that won't kill the computer. Okay, that's hot. So we do have a little bit of a brim, whoop-de-doo. Huh? So this was, what was the print time? 34 minutes. 34 minutes for the Cali Dragon. And this is with the low quality sample filament. Look, did pretty good on those overhangs. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Okay, let's get this crappy filament out of here. Yeah. Okay, so now we need to actually print something practical. Well, not practical, but you know what? You know what I mean. So we need to print something. We need to get a print going. We've got an hour and a half here. So yeah, that's not too bad. Where did I put them? One second here. Let me focus the camera. There you go. Camera control. There you go. So we do got a little bit of defects, and ain't, you know. And on the bottom, it's a little funky. But again, this was just completely eyeballing the settings. Remember, we just kind of cranked it up. But that ain't too bad for you know, just kind of gauge the settings with the Mark I eyeball and just kind of send it. So for a first print with sus quality filament, that ain't bad. Okay, what are we gonna print now? I want to print something big. But everyone's done them. I don't want to do a Stormtrooper helmet. Everyone's done Stormtrooper helmets. We do the Master Chef helmet. Is there a one piece? No, the Master Chef helmet's a million pieces. I'm not printing a million pieces. Infinity Gauntlet? Infinity Gauntlet. Oh wow, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's 330 or 300 by 300 by 340. Let's see what's on things. Hello, hello, hello. We're having all the issues today with the stream, eh? Oh, here we go. Full-size Master Chief helmet. And it's multiple parts. Dang it, I don't want multiple parts. I want a single helmet. Clickbaity YouTube's good. Hey, it's a perfectly valid market. I have nothing against them. It's just not the kind of content I want to do. Okay, so that's multiple pieces. I don't want to print multiple pieces. I want to print one big helmet because I want to test this. Okay, why would you make the helmet with the visor? Why would you put the visor in it? Nobody wants the visor. I can't see. Want just an additional cheap PC and a capture card? What? For what? What do you mean a cheap PC and a capture card? Like that's pretty much what we have right now. Is a it's a 3100, AMD 3100 and cam links. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, that ain't gonna fit. Yeah, I ain't printing that. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. The castle? What castle? If you linked it in on stream, I don't see it. You can't link stuff on stream. Oh, everyone's done the castle. Everyone's done the medieval castle. Actually, can I fit the full medieval castle on here? Can I fit the full medieval castle on here? I don't think I've ever printed it full scale. Because it's a big chunky boy. It's like a 116 megabyte file. Oh, this is the baby one. This is the baby one. I don't want to print the castle. Everyone's printed the castle. Scale the helmet down. Yeah, but I want it to be wearable. Matt Doherty, $5. Cheers. Chelsea has a new mask. Let me see what Chelsea's been up to. What's Chelsea up to? Ooh, that's a Mew. No, these are masks. They're helmets. Oh, that's cool. Jedi Temple Guard helmet. Is it linked in the Discord? Judge Dredd helmet. I can do Judge Dredd. The Flash. I don't like the Flash though. Galactic Armory. Yeah, but I'm not going to pay for the helmet for just a quick print on a stream. That's the thing. That's the problem with some of these helmets you guys are linking is. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work either. That ain't gonna work either. Oop, wrong one, wrong one, wrong one. That ain't gonna work. Print the coiled dragon that was meant for SLA. Nah, Daredevil. Let's see. See what's on things. Well, don't just say random names, because random names there's like a million different things, right? And then print some nunchucks Wolverine. Nah. Helmet Batman versus Superman on Thingiverse. Like oh, actually, the Batman helmet. Is it one piece? No, that's not one piece. Daredevil. Yeah, but I don't like Daredevil. Actually, the new Daredevil ain't too bad. Like 20 different people spam Daredevil helmets. The Frontman mask. I've already printed the Frontman mask. It is, I don't know where it is, but I printed one before. Fell on the ground. Thing that. Okay, let's take a look here. Yeah, you know what? That'll work. That'll work. We'll do the Batman one. We'll do the Batman one. That's a little small. Like that's a little small. It's a little small. He's small. He's small. Linked in Discord. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I just want to get a big print going on this that we can like just let it go. Hogwarts? No, not Hogwarts. Cubone? No. I want a helmet. Helmet for ants. What is this? Is this a helmet for ants? The resolution is low. Yeah, that's the thing. If you scale it up, it gets kind of crappy looking. Okay. Let's see. What is the most popular helmet on printables? It's a Stormtrooper helmet. Of course, it's a Stormtrooper. It's always a Stormtrooper helmet. Screw it. I'm about to print a Stormtrooper helmet because everyone else has printed a Stormtrooper helmet, so I might as well print a Stormtrooper helmet too. Why not? Why not? Everyone else has done it. I can do it too. Never mind. It's not one. It's not one file. Oh, it's a 3MF. There we go. Screw it. Stormtrooper helmet. Open. Okay, this ain't gonna fit. That don't fit. Stormtrooper helmet don't fit. I don't think. Nope, it don't fit. Don't fit. Devo power dome. What is the Devo power dome? Devo power dome. I have no idea what the hell that is. T-Rex skull. Oh, you know what? You know what? We could do the T-Rex. We could do the T-Rex. Yeah, we'll do the T-Rex. Because I've got some bone PLA that I need to use up. Let's do the T-Rex skull. It's been a hot minute since I've done the T-Rex skull. Where is the T-Rex skull? T-Rex skull. There we go. The T-Rex skull. Everyone knows this one. So download the jaw, download the skull, load that up. Open. Okay, cool. Set scale. Let's do 200%. So 200% is about as big as I can go with that. So I might have to print it in 2 parts. So I don't think I can fit both of them. Actually, one second here. So if you go there, actually you're the front left of the bed, right? Yeah. So if you go there and you go, I don't think we can make, oh, maybe, wait, blah, blah. No, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. There we go. Nope. Does that touch? No, that clears. That clears. That clears. Print with a brim. We're good. Draw the opposite way. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Well, I could actually, one second here. No, because that is. Yeah, that doesn't work. There we go. There we go. That works. Okay. That infill. Slice now. Oh wait, no. Turn support off. This doesn't need support. None. But I want a brim. It's a PI bed. Why do you need to add any adhesive to it? Wow, it is chonky now. Hi. Here, let me, okay, slicing cancel. Okay, cool. One second here. I don't know why that is, infill. Gyroid. There we go. I don't know why it's, maybe it's the alpha version that's causing, because normally I don't get this chonkiness when I'm running Super Slicer or Prusa Slicer. Get in your hole. There you go. Okay, woo. I'm thinking this is the alpha version of Super Slicer that's doing this, because normally Prusa Slicer doesn't do that. There we go. Generating cheat code. What if it needs another roll? We should be okay. This shouldn't be a 1 kilogram model. Although it is showing a 1.5 day print. Ugh. Do I want to let something print for a 1.5 days? Yeah, 1.8, or yeah, it's over a day to print. Ugh. How can we speed this up? Okay, let's drop it down to 10% infill. Filament settings. And we'll do 2 walls. And you know what? We'll bump the 0.3 layer height. because it's high flow. You can do high flow. Filament settings, 220. Pathetic Puma, $5. Cheers. Physec man has started breaking apart now. I've gone to ABS Chunks. Brand recommendation. I've only ever used magnets that really come with kits and the Physec one, and the Physec one I've been having holds up pretty good. Wow, it is really chunking when I slice. Lightning infill. That might help too. That might help too. Let's switch to lightning infill. Infill. Lightning infill. Slice. There we go. Adaptive layer height. Problem is there's a lot of detail in this model, so I got a feeling if I do adaptive layer height, it'll just be low layer height. So I just 0.3. 1 million times faster. Yeah, but it's called scale, Isaac. A big model printed tall will always take time. And it's made up of a lot of little bitty layers. I've never printed this model with supports. And for reference, I've printed this model big. This was on my V1.5. This is the oldest 3D print I still keep. This is on a V1.5. I think this was 300% scale, if I remember correctly. Or actually, it might have been the same scale. So this should be a little bit smaller because, yeah, this will be close, I think, to this size. Okay, so this is a day now. Yeah, this is 1 day. So here's the thinking. Do we print it both at half, or do we print it and just see how big we can go? Because this is only using 540 grams of filament. Where's my infill? Wow, it's very little infill, eh? Wow, you really have to trust that infill to kind of exist. Oof, okay. Bigger is better. Okay, so in that case, let's see here, because we're going to be limited by the jaw. The jaw is what limits us, okay? So the jaw is what limits us. So 210 is about as big as we can go. So 210 there, 210 there, and this doesn't fit in there, I don't think. I don't think we can nest that in there. Yeah, that doesn't nest in there. So we have to basically print them separate, so. We'll do 15% infill because lightning, okay. So we want that for best cooling. Slice now. No, I can't do the jaw is the biggest one on the XY, that's the problem. The jaw is the problem. So 210 is as big as you can go. Right click scale to print volume. Is that a thing? So 225. Oh, we can do 225. Okay, 225 is as big as you can go. Cancel that. So 225.8. So copy that, bring that over, get your skull in here. 25.8, so that's 325 millimeters tall. Slice now. And then oh, generating G code, here we go. Okay, so this is a 21-hour print. And it is using 508 grams of filament. Okay, so that. Save that to USB drive, save. Exporting. Finished, cool. So this is printing at my Voron speed. So I'm basically using my normal Voron profile, but at 0.3 layer height. So if you're wondering about speeds and feeds, there's your speeds and feeds and flow. Hopefully I'm not flow capped. I don't think I'm flow capped. Yeah, I'm not flow capped. Yeah. If things seems to be going good, I'll bump the speeds up in the slicer or in the machine. Okay, finish print. Select file. T-Rex. What are you doing? Cool. What do you recommend? The SV, this big one. Well, here's the thing. We've only printed one thing on this. If you have the room for this, maybe this. You need to have a big desk, though. That's for sure. Because right now at its fullest extension, yeah, if you need a it'll fit on a 2-foot desk, 24-inch desk. Our crunchy on the bearings, they seem fine on this one. I might put a little grease on them, you know, that won't really do much because it's where is my grease? Yeah. Because the bearings are sealed, but you know. Little white lithium grease, never hurt anyone. Well, actually, it probably has white lithium grease. Probably not something you want to eat. So, there we go. Don't really do much, but optimally, you would want to pack the bearings, but you'd have to disassemble the machine for that. So what are we at right now? We have 1 hour left in the stream. If you haven't yet, make sure you enter to win some Polymaker filament. Link in the description. Buying over an Ender 3 S1 Plus. My personal opinion, yes. Matt, $5 to never dance like that again. What's wrong with my dancing? Side-by-side measurement? Well, I don't have an Ender to compare side-by-side, but you can probably look at the spec sheet on their webpage and the link in the description if you want to know how big the printer is. There's the ship dates. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, there's the print volume. There's your machine size right there. Don't grease threads with palm nuts. Are these palm? I don't think they're palm. Are they palm? Yeah, maybe. Too late now. There we go. White lithium, it's inert, shouldn't do anything. Are we printing yet? We've already printed something. We've already printed this cute little dragon, but now we're gonna print a T-Rex skull. Used to work in the theme park with the old wooden roller coasters. Grease was always a solution to speed issues. Rolling too slow, grease. Going too fast, grease. Exactly. Same diameter linear rods. I don't know what the SV06 uses, the base one. This is 10 mil rods. Okay, it'd be nice if filament was coming out. Nope, not that one. Tweezers. I need tweezers. Tweezers. Where are my tweezers at? What are you doing? Oh, you're waiting for the bed to heat up, or the nozzle to heat up. Okay, so I'm going to change the starting G code with this, because I tried to do a purge line there with the nozzle at not optimal temperature. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're waiting. Oh, yeah. So the Prusa purge line, or Prusa starting. There we go. Your standard Prusa startup script won't work on this, so you might want to copy the startup script from the default profile for the Sovol. There we go. Make an IDEX version of this. I don't know. It probably wouldn't be too hard. You'd have to change the whole gantry though. What's happening here? Oh, what happened? Oh, something with the startup, because I just copied a Prusa profile and modified it. And the starting G-code script is a little funky on this machine. So this is a 225.8 scale T-Rex skull. The first layer is looking good. Let's try and shift this over. And that's not too bad for the first layer. Maybe a little bit more squish. A little bit more squish. There we go. Have I tried TPU with this extruder? I have on the SV06 and it had no issues. So this uses pretty much the same planetary gear extruder, so it should be fine. It's a direct feed dual drive extruder with planetary gearing. It'll do TPU just fine. The extruder wheel, this thing, I find these completely pointless and useless. I don't know why people print them and put them on their Prusas. Like, I really don't get it. We are printing with a brim. We are printing with a brim. What time of the stream section? We're back to 2 p.m. or 2 p.m. next week. What's the build size? 300 by 300 by 340. After one filament swap, guess it's time to troubleshoot. You might have a jam somewhere you might have to figure out. Just for visuals, see? You want to know what visual I use when how I tell if my extruder is working, it's actually quite simple. So to tell if your extruder is working, there's a thing built into all of them, okay? And it's super, it may not seem obvious, but you go up to it with your Mark 1 eyeball and you see a filament's coming out. And if it is, your extruder is working. If it's not, well, then you got a problem. Or you could print something and stick it on your extruder with a magnet and it'll spin. My config for the Prusa? I didn't post any config for the Prusa. I used the stock Mark III profile for the Prusa. Is the spool turning? Is filament coming out? If yes, good, you're good to go. I'm hoping I got enough filament here for it. Okay, so I've got 508 millimeters of filament, or grams of filament for the skull. How much for the jaw? Range. You're probably gonna get some, let's see, how can I move my hands in and out of frame without seeing it? No, no, no. Oh, got it there. Ah, I came back. And we need 186 grams for the bottom of the jaw. So we should be okay. We should be okay. We should be okay. The bottom of the jaw is only a 9-hour print. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. There we go. Does it have a runout sensor? Yes, it does. Grease on the belt? Yeah, no, I'm not too concerned. It's the outside of the belt. And it's not on the side, it's on the idler side, so I don't really care. So we're doing 0.3 layers on this, so. Do you see the review of the Elegoo Neptune Plus? Would be a good comparison. I haven't really looked at them. Here's the thing with those printers, and here it's gonna sound a little. I don't know what the word is. Considering this thing's a Prusa clone, I have no excitement for those printers at all because I don't see any difference between like they're all just V-wheel bed flingers. There's really nothing special about them, really, in my opinion. Like even this one, like. It's a Mark III clone, let's be honest. But at least it's not a V-wheel bed flanger. Those machines, I look at them, and it's like, what is it, the Creality MR4, or M4, whatever the heck is coming out? You took a CR10 and you just slapped some new stuff on it. It's same old, same old. At least this is competitive for the price. Yeah, it comes with a 0.4 nozzle. Honestly, this should have come with a 0.6. But if I'm not mistaken, let me find a volcano nozzle. Let me find a volcano nozzle. Where are my volcano nozzles? I should have some somewhere. Don't tell me I moved them somewhere and I can't find where I put them. Of course I moved and I don't know where I put them. Where did you go? I did a little bit of organizing and I don't know where I put them. You try to clean one thing up and you lose where everything goes. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Yeah. Whatever. Volcano CHT compatible? Maybe? I don't know. I gotta find a volcano nozzle. I could have sworn I had a volcano nozzle somewhere. Yeah, I may not. Shoot. I thought I had volcano nozzles somewhere. Oh wait, I have a volcano. Yeah. There's my volcano. Creality machines, in my opinion, yeah. So you pretty much can put a volcano nozzle in here. You'll just have to adjust your Z offset. You should be able to put it, be a little close, because the problem is it's the, yeah. So on a volcano nozzle, the tip is different. The tip isn't as conical as this one, so you might run into issues. Neptune Plus. Oh. Let me pull up the Neptune Plus. No, my problem with Creality is Creality really hasn't come out with anything new in forever. So I really don't follow Creality. Elegoo is just kind of Creality machines. Like, okay, so please tell me it's direct feed. It's direct feed, right? It's direct feed. Okay, direct feed, filament runout sensor, V wheels. You got a bed probe of some sort. Yeah. So this is the exact same thing, only this has V wheels, which I don't like. So I guess how much do you like V wheels? It comes down to. Personally, I think this is a better motion system that'll last longer and be more reliable than V wheels any day. So that's kind of my thing, is this would probably last longer. What about cooling? There should be enough clearance. You might have to move your duct a bit, maybe. I don't know. I'm sure they have, like, I'm sure you can find compatible nozzles for it without issue. The thing is, this is about, honestly, as big of a bed flinger as I would want. Like, do you really need bigger than this? Like, this is at full travel with this at all the way at the back, it's like 23 inches. So if you want to put this on a bench, this is a normal bench. Like, your average bench is 24 inches deep. So where are you going to put it? Strain gauge for leveling. I don't know what the Elegoo does. And it doesn't have a high flow. And it's not all metal. That's a big thing. This being all metal and high flow. Now, it would have been nice if it came with a bigger nozzle out of the box. But, yeah. What's your opinion? I've never used a Neptune, so I can't comment on it. So, I've never used the Neptune. Oh. What the frick are you doing? We have some corrupted G-code. That is some corrupted G-code. That is some corrupted G-code, I think. That should not have done that. Okay, 1 second here. That should not have done that. Okay, let's try something a little different here. Okay, slice now. First layer was really good too. It just decided to just stop and create a blob. I don't know what happened there. That is really funky. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. Okay, so you saved to there. Okay. So what I'm doing is I saved them to my desktop, and now I'm going to drag and drop them onto the SD card. That is really weird. That is really weird. That it just decided to just stop and just keep extruding. Weird layer change. It didn't layer change though. It went to the next layer. It started doing the perimeter, and then it just blobbed like it. Wait, what is it doing here? What are these blobs? What the hell are these blobs? What the hell's going on here? Why is this corrupted? What is going on here? What? There is no support. Supports are disabled. Switch off Arachne. Maybe layers of perimeter generation classic. Okay, get ready for a slideshow, folks. Repair model. I'm not getting any errors with the model though. That's just really weird. It would just decide to just, yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah, it's doing it again. It's just blobbing. I don't like that. We're gonna go back to the Sovol slicer. Okay, so scale this. Move, scale, 225, cool. Draft, extra fast, 0.3. Keep changes, cool. Infill. Slice. Let's see. Oh, look, look. Oh. Oh, we're not dropping it here. We're not dropping it here. Yeah, I scaled it 225. Did I go bigger than 225? I could have sworn I scaled it 225. Saving to there. Okay, file saved. Eject. Whoa! Eject and close, I guess. Did it save? Okay, it's saved, I guess. Oh my god. Okay, let's re-slice that again just to make sure. 225, enter, cool, fast. Okay, so it should have saved all that. Slice, let me just double check the preview. My job here is done. Close. I have no idea what the estimated time was on that. That's another reason I want us to re-slice it. Short the jaw, make the horrific Fark meme. Dianos, I have no idea what you're talking about. Brim. Yeah, I think I am printing. I want to. You want a brim with this model preview, and I'm pretty sure I have brim enabled. This is annoying. Why is this out here? Isn't it normally supposed to be against like the side? Oh, I don't have a brim. Oh wait, no, there is a brim. Yeah, there's a brim. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so that's 500 grams. Okay, preview. Okay, so now we need the jaw. Scale to 225. And then range all models. Rotate actually. Slice. There we go. Bed's heating up, so we should be okay to print once this heats up. Yeah, we're waiting on the nozzle to heat up. No, it's printing with a brim. We already printed a model with this and it came out fine. Actually, no, I need to change the temperature. Temperature 210 or 220. Slice. There we go. Yeah, I'll change the temp. I'm doing that right now. I'll just do this one manually once it starts printing. What do we got right now? We got half an hour left, so make sure you enter to win some filament from Polymaker before the end of the stream. Okay, save to file, desktop, prints. There we go. There we go. Cool. Let that do its thing now. Now we wait. Can't enter for the filament. Why not? As of right now, we've had a total of 597 people enter. You may have to hit refresh. You may have to hit refresh. Okay, 220. Okay, oh, and I didn't slow it down for the first few layers. Oh well. Yeah, I know there's grease on the belt. I really don't care. It's on this idler side, so what's gonna happen? If it was on this side, I'd worry, because the drive gear is here, but on that side, yeah. There. So we are printing at 0.3 layer height too. It's closed. Switz, try refreshing the page. If you joined the stream before it went live, I update the code or the URL when it goes live. So I will say the first layer was better with Prusa Slicer. What is better, linear rails, aluminum extrusions with V-wheel, or okay? So in my opinion, tier list of motion systems, V-wheel. Going to Home Depot and using drawers, this was above that, and then you have rods and bearings, and then linear rails. I'm getting clicking. I'm hearing clicking out of the extruder. Might be going a little too fast for it. It's feeling fine. Bump the temps up a bit. What kind of bearings do they use with rods? LMUs, LMU 10 UUs. Or that might just be the retraction noise. Might make it a click on retract. What temps? 225. Loose grub screw? Yeah, if you got a loose grub screw on your extruder, that ain't good. Yeah. There we go. Mustache hair. They wouldn't be LM8Us because they're 10 mil rods, so they'd be LM10 UUs. Probably just the standard bearings that everyone uses. They shouldn't be too hard to replace either, because they just this is just snapped together, and then underneath you could just pull them out if you need to. So if you end up with one with crunchy bearings, you want to upgrade them. Shouldn't be too hard. Got orbiters and Rapido high flow CHD nozzles for Voron. Thoughts? Go for it. I like the orbiter too. Rapido's high flow and CHDs are CHDs. Have fun. Doggo time? I'll take a look. I don't think he's out there though, because I don't know if the wife left for work yet. No. Alas, poor audience, we do not have a doggo. No doggo. But you need to remove the gantry. Yeah, that's the only downside, but it is what it is. Experience input on the MP8 board. Yeah, it's okay. If I tighten that. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm getting a click. What does my wife do for work? She works at a job. Yeah, can you hear that? Is the tension too tight? No. Too loose tension? It's on long runs of filament. Wonder if it's a speed thing. Let me drop the speed down 80%. Zip tie on the bed wires? No, I don't. Is it? No, it wouldn't be that. Yeah, I'm not hearing it anymore. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Maybe it's going just a little too fast. And that would be an extrusion rate thing. Need a shotgun mic on the printer. No, YouTube doesn't allow shotguns. Traction speed is 30 millimeters a second, as far as I'm aware. Speed, cooling, where's retraction at? Travel. Yeah, retraction speed's 30 millimeters a second. Oh yeah, also, don't forget, tomorrow is the members only stream. So if you're a member of the channel or a Patreon supporter, or if you luck out and somebody gives you a membership before the end of the stream today, tomorrow at around noon will be the members only stream. OG would be faster. No, this has a high flow hot end. The original SV06 has a regular flow hot end. Oh, no, it did it there. Yeah, it's doing it right about here. Yeah, it's something over here. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, we can go back to 100% speed. Are you ready? Oh, wait, now we gotta wait for it to get back over here. There's a little zip tie. Right there, you can see it. And it's catching on that. That's what that is. It's a zip tie. So now I'm going to try and cut a zip tie right next to a DC bed with like 15 amps going through it. Wish me luck. If I die, it's content. Oh, come on. This is super annoying. There we go. I think we're okay. I'm like, what is that clicking noise? And then it's like, it's only happening in the same spot. What is that? What? Yeah, pausing would be too easy. We ain't got time to pause. Okay, so let me drop the temps back to 220. There's a button called filament change on it. Must have been built on a Friday or a Monday. Oh, update to, for those that were watching the stream on Saturday, Grant is getting a replacement Bamboo X1. They're gonna ship back his, and they're gonna send him another one. They've determined he's got a lemon. Yeah, because I'm like, why is it making a clicking noise now? We printed this at the same speeds. Yeah, if you want to get on my shit list forever, let me find a zip tie. Let me find a zip tie. I need a big zip tie for this. Okay. This will work. Okay. So, this is your zip tie. Okay. So you've gone ahead, you've zip tied something. If you cut your zip tie like this, and you leave it like that, okay, see, you cut it like that. Here, let me, there we go. Wait, trying to get in the camera angle. Okay, if you cut it like that, and you leave it like that, I will find you. You cut them flush. The amount of times I have sliced my hands and arms open at work, trying to reach into like through water lines and whatnot, and somebody cut a zip line like that, and you pull your arm out and you just right down your arm. Yeah, nope. Better than an Elegoo Neptune 3 Pro? I've never used an Elegoo Neptune 3 Pro, so I can't comment on that. I believe this has a better motion system, as it doesn't have V-wheels. I think the extruder is better because it's a planetary geared extruder, and it's a high flow hot end. So. Who cuts zip ties? Oof. Either, honestly, I prefer, if you're going to cut them like that, just don't cut them at all. If you're going to be like that. Honestly. Justin Miller, thank you for becoming a member. What is I am hungry. I need to figure out food. Oh, that's Ferraphic Park. Okay. That makes sense. To be honest, I thought it was some furry thing. What are the drawbacks of high flow hot end? High flow hot ends, you're going to have more issues with oozing. And with high flow hot ends, you want to print fast. If you're trying to do high detailed stuff, where you're not pushing a lot of filament through the hot end, so if you're trying to print with like a small nozzle or you're printing slow, with a high flow hot end, you have a long melt zone. You do not want to leave filament at high temperature, at melting temperature for long. It will actually degrade your filament over time. For example, when I worked in the mold shop, when the people running the injection molding presses, when they came back from break, which a 15-minute break, like obviously we're not leaving filament there for 15 minutes, but if you leave the filament or you leave the resin in the tube for 15 minutes in the barrel, when they come back, they'll run like 5 or 6 shots and throw the parts right out because the filament's cooked or the resin's cooked. So obviously you're probably not, filament's not sitting in that melt zone for 15 minutes, but it will degrade over time. So pretty much I'm of the opinion, unless you need high flow, you shouldn't be running a high flow hot end. But that's my opinion. For reference, I run Revos in most of my machines that I build nowadays. Better than a switch wire? This? Well, it's bigger than a switch wire. Do you need bigger than a switch wire? Then get this. They have pros and cons. Longer you keep the filament hot, the higher the carbon content gets. Yeah, you carbonize the filament. Like if you've ever seen ABS that's been like cooked, it's like brittle. It turns like it's carbon. It turns brittle AF. Slice without lightning. What do you mean slice without what? Okay. Switch wire only. There's only one stock size of switch wire, but you know it's a DIY printer. If you're building from a kit, yeah, there's only one size. But if you're self-sourcing, you build it as big as you want. How fast is it running? Pull it up here. these are our speeds and feeds. So 150 print speed. We're running at 0.3 layer height too, by the way. So it's 0.3 layer height and 0.4 millimeter nozzle, and here's our speeds and feeds. So it's advertised at 150 millimeter second print speed, and we've upped the accelerations from stock. Used for PLA and ABS on my Voron with Revo. This right here, this is with a 0.2 nozzle, and these are my speeds and feeds on my Vorons, and I use this profile for pretty much everything on my Vorons. All my Vorons is pretty much this profile for speeds and feeds with Revo. Even the stuff that doesn't run Revo, I still run this because I'm lazy and I use one profile for everything. Pause the screen if you want to take down your notes. You have to run Revo 5 degrees higher than other hotends? Not really. I always print hot. Report unwanted commercial content or spam. Report. Yeah, the bots are here. You know what it is? It's because we're not at the funny number of likes. If you look at the number of likes right now, we're not at the funny number. If we were at the funny number, the bots wouldn't be here, but we're not at the funny number. But you at home can help save us by liking that smash button. This profile is already on Discord. It's in the live stream channel. It's pinned in the live stream channel already. Do I have external? Oh, I gotta fix that. Well, I've been running in that forever then. That explains a bit. Oh well. Set here, discard. Save. There we go. That explains a little bit. You run 0.2 nozzles? No, I don't run 0.2 nozzles. I run at 0.2 layer height. All my nozzles are pretty much 0.4. This I would have liked to see come with a 0.6, but it comes with a 0.4. Usually print Polyterra. I only have one spool of Polyterra, and I can't remember. Normally I print PLA at 220. PLA I print at 220. ABS I print anywhere from 250 to 260, and then anything else I print at the higher end. I print stuff hot. If I'm like printing a filament, like I just printed a bunch of this stuff, Polymaker PC, and it's like, oh, it's print from 250 to 270. I print it at 270. I print stuff on the hot end, higher end of hot. You get better layer adhesion. Prints are stronger, usually. I haven't really played around with the 0.6 nozzle on Arachne. I've tried it. I didn't really find it worthwhile. New motion system from Troxy, metal wheels, and a track. It's not really new. I've got one of their printers that has that, I think. Are you talking about one second here? Go for a walk. Ah, dang it, I can't get over to that. Where's that printer at? Oh, it's way back there. Yeah, I can get at that. Are you talking about the one that has like the rod that's like pressed into an extrusion and then you got metal reels running on it? That's not really a new motion system. That's like a motion system that's been around for a while. And it does occasionally crop up in 3D printers. Have you ever printed with PC TPE? No, I have not. Why don't you find it considered worthwhile? Because I don't print with 0.6 nozzles. Here's the thing. So what? You can put a 0.6 nozzle in it, and you can tell the slicer to basically extrude at 0.4, okay? But if you're not ever printing at the point where 0.6 is practical, what's the point? Like, I'm printing at the limit of a 0.4. So if I swap it to a 0.6, I'm still at the same amount of filament that can come out of the nozzle. Yeah, Joel is going live, I think, at 2 p.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern, which is, I think, right when this stream ends. So actually, let me see if I can punt you guys to Joel after this. Redirect. Oh, Joel is Joel live right now? Is Joel live right now? Proven fact that hotter degrades pollen. Yeah, to a degree, and it's also a time thing too. Oh, Joel is live right now. Okay. Cool. So when this stream ends, don't leave because you're all going to get punted to Joel. So I'm going to send you off to Joel when the stream ends. Okay, so I know that guy. Okay. Yeah, YouTube's had him for a while now. So the problem with the way YouTube works is you have to both be following each other. So you both have to be sub to each other, so both channels, and it's not easy. Like they have to allow it. It's not, I can't just like search for anyone and just send you. It's got to be like they have to be following me, I have to be following them, and yeah, it's not as streamlined of a process. So carbon fiber inlet, yeah, that was cool, and it allows you to print with multiple colors, because the problem with CF is it's all black. You only get black filament. Do I trim my bed hot or cold? Well, on this machine, I did it cold because it just probed it, but yeah, Joel's unboxing something. I don't know what he's unboxing. Yeah, he might be unboxing something. I don't know. He's gonna have fun though, because in this box is the printer box. So he's got to go through this box and then into another box. I don't know if he knows that. That's dumb. So technically, Gumpy, the reason they did that is apparently to prevent hate raids, which I guess are a thing. I don't know. Like, I watch Twitch. Like, there are a few people I watch on Twitch quite often, but I didn't know that was even a thing. But I guess hate raids are a thing, where like people would hate raid people, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. So we are getting some stringing on this, but it's internal, it looks like. Overhead view. So. Yeah, exactly. Apparently a hate raid is something where you would like, you would get your audience to basically, you would dump them on people and then they would just like troll them, I guess. I don't know. Maker deck never goes down. Is Joel waiting till I finish the unboxes? Do you know why they went with a different nozzle? I don't think volcano nozzle is compatible or needs adjustment. So the volcano nozzle, I think, is slightly shorter. I gotta find all my volcano nozzles because I'm putting a volcano in something, so I need to find my volcano nozzles. But I've got one here. I think this is a bigger one though, so it's kind of mushy. Let's see here. Oh, people have better things to do. Yep. So, yeah, the nozzle on this one is longer. It's got a more defined point. See it there? No, don't look at me. So it's got a point, which I might actually put that nozzle in here. But Volcano, you should be able to use a Volcano nozzle. Like, it's the same thread, it's just a length thing of the nozzle geometry. So. I wish I knew where all my Volcano nozzles were. I had a whole pack of them. So, by the way, you only got like 7 minutes to enter if you want to win the filament from Polymaker. Because we're going to be ending the stream in 7 minutes. Because I got to go bring the little guy, I got to go pick up the little guy at school. So this is coming along pretty okay, it looks like. Yeah, no, it's $5.99. Cheers. The title says SV06 live for 3D printing nerd. What do you mean live for 3D printing nerd? What is it saying? That's not what it says. Yeah, I gotta find. I used to have a whole bunch. I gotta really find. I had a tin at some point that was just filled with nozzles, and I don't know where I put it, and they're gone, and I don't know where they went. One of these days, I gotta find it. I kind of need them. Yeah, everyone's using the Volcano CHT. I could do that. Volcano's already high flow enough. Like, this is going on a V1.0, so. Scrap metal thieves stole it. Well, I still have copper in my wall. So. Need Gridfinity. The problem is I have nowhere for Gridfinity. That's the thing. You still need somewhere to put the Gridfinity stuff. Mine would just be piled up on stuff. Is it over here? Or is it over there? No, it's not over there. It'll show up some point. Hello. Hello, Charles. Okay, so we got 5 minutes left. Woo! So yeah, so we're printing a T-Rex skull at 225% scale for those that don't know what's going on right now. Which, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember how tall this is. Because it should be roughly the same as this, so... So that is 310 millimeters tall. 300 millimeters tall. So I think this is bigger. I think this is bigger because I think this is 320. I think this is 200% scaled. So it should be bigger than this. Oh yeah, it's bigger. It should be bigger. Yeah, that's bigger. So it'll be bigger than this skull. This is like 200% scale, I think. So we'll see. Gonna put it through the clipper. I don't think I will, honestly. I think we're gonna try and see how fast we can push its stock. Non-planar. Does anyone actually use non-planar? Oh, hi Joel. Is Joel there? Oh, Joel's watching me, but there's a delay. Hi Joel. Hi. I'm sending everyone to you after I'm done. So. Okay, now we're catching up. So I can't hear him, so now I gotta unmute him. And now I'm gonna pull him up on my screen. So this is gonna get really awkward really quick. So we're gonna do picture in picture. Okay, let me mute the music so I can actually hear him. There we go. Oh, he's gone. There we go. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna do the draw in a minute here. Okay, so let me close off of Joel's stream here. So there we go. Okay, picture and picture and picture and picture. This is coming along pretty good. So I think we're gonna get, we are having a little, I don't know if that's a texture issue or a flow issue or what. I might bump the temps up a bit more on this. What does this recommend? 225, 220. A little bit hotter. Because we are getting a little bit of stringing internally here. Use the Venturi effect to increase part flow. Probably because it's probably not practical. If it worked and it was easy to do, people would be doing it. That's kind of, anytime somebody comes out with like some non-standard thing in 3D printing, you have to kind of sit back and ask, if it's easy to do and it has a benefit, why aren't people doing it? And if they're not doing it, there's probably a reason. Okay, 1 minute left on the draw. 1 minute left on the draw. So, again, because I'm going to have to end it pretty quick, I'll do the little pre-roll. Don't forget, tomorrow around noon will be the members only stream. So if you're a member of the channel or a Patreon supporter, make sure you look for the link in the Discord and then the community pages for YouTube and Patreon as well. Because we're going to do that tomorrow for probably about an hour, hour and a half. We'll see. And then Friday is the community challenge. So every month we do a community challenge. This month's theme is Fix It with 3D Printing. So if you haven't had a chance to enter, go join the Discord, link in the description, go look at the contest rules and enter for that. So you can win some Polymaker filament, you can also get Only Benchies merch. And if you want to get some Only Benchies merch, hey, links in the description as well for that, along with other ways that you can help support the channel. Okay, let's do this giveaway. So let me actually pull up all the entries here. Boom, boom, boom. Link to sheets, create, create. Like 700 people that entered. It's a lot of people entered. Ooh. Yet I don't see 700 something likes of the smash button. I gotta get in touch with the new YouTube CEO. Must be broken. Must be broken. Must be broken. It happens. There we go. Okay. So, because Prusa Slicer 2.6 crashed, give me a number between 2 and 6. Give me a number between 2 and 6. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And let that spin. Where and around it goes, where it stops. Random computer algorithm already knows. But the winner will get an email from me after the stream ends. So congratulations, Thomas. Hopefully you are the only person that entered with Thomas. We have 8 people that entered with Thomas. Hopefully you're the only one that just put Thomas. Give me a second here. You are lucky, Thomas. 8 people entered with Thomas, but you're the only one who just put Thomas. Okay. Whew. You're lucky. You're lucky. Last time this happened, we had to flip a coin. So, Thomas, you will get an email from me after the stream ends. You got to fill out a little form, get your filament, a couple days to a couple weeks, depending on where you live in the world, or a gift card, depending on where you live in the world. So, everyone, golf claps in chat for Thomas. Okay, so we're going to call it there. So yeah, so shout out to Sovol. I don't know if I said at the beginning of the stream, they reached out to me, they sent me this printer. They haven't paid for anything, there's no contract, I'm allowed to say and do what I want with this. I may do a review on it in the future, we'll see. If not, at some point I'm gonna give it away to somebody. We'll figure that out in the future, but I want to play with it for a bit first. So shout out to Sovol for that. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament that we gave away, that we do every stream. If you want to check them out and more, links in the description as well. And then also for those that donated to the stream, became members of the channel, or gifted memberships to others, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create, without your continued support. You make it all possible. Make sure you join the community in the Discord. If you want to help support the channel, consider becoming a member of the Patreon or a YouTube member. Now when I end the stream, don't leave, because I'm going to punch you over to Joel's stream. So yeah, that was fun. Happy first impression. We'll see how this goes, and I will see you either tomorrow or Friday, depending if you're watching the member stream. Goodbye!